If risk is the effect of uncertainty on business objectives, think about what we accomplish if we can demonstrate risk likelihood with a high degree of reliability. Here's another example of a security manager who gets it, who understands that measurably effective security is directly related to measurably effective business unit engagement. He tests simple but meaningful areas of compliance and then uses the results to modify behavior. In this example from recent physical security vulnerability tests, specific results are postulated given what we know of the effectiveness of controls. The probabilities of adversary success are directly related to the failure of common sense security rules and the lack of engagement by business unit residents and asset custodians. Think about this simple process and your ability to use information like this in an attitude adjustment session with a business unit head, or in a higher level briefing with senior management team. This is about influencing behavior and getting management behind shared responsibility for protection. From this estimating base, calculating the potential financial impact is far more sound than merely throwing a "what if" on the wall. Metrics signal residual problems and provide actionable measures of accomplishment. In this example, the results delivered clear bottom line value and reduced risk and approved accountability. Prior year-end metrics graphically demonstrated several areas of loss above established thresholds of acceptance, and follow-up in Q1 has yielded a recognition that response to events at the business unit level has been both weak and unacceptable. Post-incident lessons learned revealed that employees and managers were insufficiently aware of their responsibilities and furthermore required risk management procedures. Reviews indicated that employee turnover and lack of management engagement in risk awareness combined to impact competent response. Now, using their inventory of business unit risk assessments already in the can, Security developed and delivered a variety of tailored risk awareness programs. In more critical business processes, focused training was delivered to first-line supervisors. Senior management reinforced these steps with targeted messages. Now you can see the results taking hold quarter by quarter as security conducts online testing and unit-level spot checks of procedural knowledge. These efforts also provided opportunities to improve detective and response procedures in several key areas. Well, I'll tell you, this is a win-win. Security has delivered measurable results to the bottom line by focusing on the right meters and dials, and then aligning its efforts in partnership with the business. You will need to maintain a library of key risk indicators, KRIs, that are unique to the risk conditions addressed as an element of the security mission. This slide provides a running multi-year trend of 5 critical categories of KRIs for periodic reporting to senior management and the board. Consider these: percent of incidents resulting in risk above established thresholds conveys management's appetite for risk. There's a recognition here that some events will occur based on historical or industry trends, but there's a threshold of risk acceptance that has been established. The trend here is markedly positive. Percent of internal misconduct cases resulting in sanctions is deemed a key indicator on the ethical health and hygiene of the firm. This has significant engagement by the board, and a variety of programs have successfully impacted the trend we see here. Consider the implications of a metric like percent of incidents that exploited known vulnerabilities with known solutions. This report has highlighted this category with a trend line displaying a strongly positive trend. Think about what reaction you might get to a trend going similarly in the wrong direction. There'll be some probing with regard to the significant continuing trend of business units failing to address business continuity preparations. It will also be interesting to the board that a significant number of the unresolved audit notables are related to untested business continuity plans. The focus here provides a powerful story of accomplishment for the security executive on the one hand, and a series of switches that need to be reset by senior management with line business unit managers. Note the two axes in this slide: severity on the one hand and frequency on the other. Here we have multiple incident types arranged by frequency and severity, and then culling out primary root causes identified via investigation postmortems. There are sets of common denominators that can't be avoided and specific conclusions that provide examples of security's relationship to business fundamentals. This can be an incredibly revealing and valuable visual presentation when you have the verifiable historical data and the incident postmortems to identify the root causes and the business process vulnerabilities. In this example, you can focus the audience on actionable steps that need to be taken in ethics compliance, business conduct policy, and access control awareness, and with HR and manager training. Human resources has a stake in the lack of supervision with regard to manager training and risk awareness. They also need to know that certain groups represented by the lack of candor finding may have cultural inadequate background investigation or supervisory inadequacies. Poor access control can be local decisions overriding security policy or bad physical security planning and implementation. You can tell several stories and motivate action in a well-planned slide like this. Think about that file drawer I discussed earlier. When you learn from the data residing there, you have special opportunities to connect the dots, to inform and influence the enterprise risk management agenda.